Hi everyone, how are you doing? This is your favorite host sjsrana reporting for June 20th, 2023 for hashtag MAY 2023 WPR. So as I've been predicting all along that we'll see a lot of major events across the time of infliction, which was May 2023 as predicted by sjsrana on June 22nd, 2022. So events are unfolding. You see a lot of coronal holes and CME detected on sun, and we are going to see a lot of impact on earth time to come. As India Metaphor Morons keep playing metaphor games across the house of individuals, you can see people over here are always forced to play metaphor games. Metaphor Moron rapists of India are very popular to sabotage identity in neighborhood. So when you have an individual who is residing in India with the human rights and everything, fine, India authorities obfuscate that individual by playing metaphor moron rapist game around the neighborhood, where metaphor morons will gather around the house like speechless animals, and they will try to see what kind of response they'll get, and then they'll manipulate the game. Because problem in India is that they are hating the truth tellers, and they want to obfuscate the truth teller, and they will play around metaphor games just like that. You'll find a lot of funny people around doing funny actions. I saw metaphor moron rapist schemes run by neighborhood, where these racing honking metaphor moron rapists are seen for basically who are sabotaging identity. So we see this problem everywhere. I'm trying to just give you some glimpse. This is my front yard view of my house residence, obviously under the obfuscation of authority. sjsrana, this is you can see a simple snap on one of my residents. sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana over here. I have been always informing and educating people about avoid India metaphor moron rapists, which play games gimmickry in neighborhood to rape females, facilitate the raping of females by playing games and metaphor morons all around, barge on it, jump on it, just like hungry wolves. So sjsrana over here, you can see I've been reporting since 2010 on human rights campaign and all events, while India Metaphor Morons are new breed which have just come for 3-4 hours or 3-4 years recently, just to grab on the females raping around neighborhood. So they play Metaphor Morons to obfuscate the identity of sjsrana. So it will be always played around my neighborhood wherever I reside, whether in Chandigarh, Sector 60 or in Jaipur, Rajasthan, India. So Metaphor Morons is all India sex traffic agency agents which are doing this obfuscation and sabotaging identity, so that the females can be raped in the neighborhood by sabotaging identity. So anyways, folks, I've been reporting past 20 years now and constantly reporting on world events. On this, before its news, you can see my sjsrana profile, and also on wordpress.com, also on Instagram /sjsrana. You can direct message me on Instagram if you want to reach me. Because if you try to reach me on my cell phones which are here, India sex trafficking agencies hijack my numbers. So someone else will respond and they will take you somewhere else. This is their basic agenda past 20 years. So they hijack the communication and cell phone number, and they will only play metaphor games in the neighborhood. So metaphor moron rapist can jump on the events or the things which are laid upon by international community. So folks, always be aware when in India of impostors, impersonators, pedophiles, perverts. They are huge in numbers, and they are most abundantly available visible creatures in India. So when you are in India, you'll find mostly visible, abundantly available creatures are impostors, pedophiles, perverts, who are grabbing every opportunity around in neighborhood or everywhere to just jump on it. Okay, let's go to the talent of India. India has 1.5 billion population, the largest human production factory, and world community is asking what are they producing if they can't land safely on moon. Since Chandrayaan 1 of India and Chandrayaan 2 of India miserably crashed on moon, India has boosted its talent to the world that see how talented we are. We can crash land on moon every time. So this is what these leadership are all after. They are going to obfuscate everything they miserably fail, but they promote metaphor morons rapist in neighborhood. So wherever they go, they'll say, oh, let's play metaphor moron game. So this is the kind of leadership that must be avoided. Obviously, Mr. Modi is trying hard to improve the image of India with US and Western nations, where Western nations now are accusing India of facilitating or being supportive to Russia invasion. So, but India leadership has no answer except to please appease them with some other sort of things which they can deal underground. So we don't know what the US and India PM meeting recently will be the outcome. But obviously there are a lot of questions from human rights activists who are trying to ask what is the role of India in promoting human rights. And also the major problem with India which has seen is they are using military grade EM weapons in neighborhood, in civilian zones. Yes, India has long been using against its human rights activists military grade EM weapons on innocents. So whenever they try to play a metaphor moron game in the neighborhood, they will tune in with the highest level of military grade EM weapon, focusing and targeting that individual. So that individual is facing problems inside, whereas these metaphor morons, rapists are seen all around. And the international community is misbelieved into saying, oh, perhaps these are the only original people. Whereas for past many years, 20, 30 years, people who have been constantly on human rights, trying to be on the right path, are always being obscured in India. That's the problem US is going to discuss with India. What are your contributions to human rights? What are your contributions to helping the humanity across the globe? Are you only self-centered every time you come and ask something in return, like beggars? Are you going to donate something for the world community? What are your contributions to the UN on food shortages? Are you the problem or are you the solution? Are you going to be creating a problem of food shortages by exploding population? Are you going to give food to the people in the world? That's what the US is going to ask this time, being very tough with India every time coming with some or the other metaphor games and trying to divert the attention from the main topic. Also, India is visiting US and they are going to look for the talent of Elon Musk, who has been known as the epitome of space research. India doesn't want metaphor morons to rape Chandrayaan 3 this time, because last 2 times India metaphor morons rapists have crashed 2 moon landings on moon because they were playing metaphor morons games. Whereas this time India is fed up with them and they say this time we want the real technical people, face to face meeting them. No more metaphor morons, but we want to face communicate with them, meet with them, and trying to understand how we can safely land Chandrayaan 3 on moon. No metaphor morons this time, claims India authorities. They are fed up with them. And Elon Musk, they seek Elon Musk urgently because they want Elon Musk to come to India and invest in India. And they want to entice and lure Elon Musk so that once the Elon Musk is captured in India, their cars are only sold that are made in India. Any car that is made in US is never entertained in India. That's the policy from day one. And Elon Musk will be forced to compel to agree with Indian laws that any car that is made in India can only be sold in India. The foreign cars which Elon Musk is making in Germany, in US, will be imported in India with 100% duty or more. So that is sort of punishment India wants to give to foreign companies, that unless you make in India, we will not buy from you, but you will be forced to come to India and manufacture in India. So that strategy is in heads of all entrepreneurs across the world. I am giving what is there with everyone in the mind. It's not India alone who is owning the planet Earth. It's all other nations, and they too have their roles. They also want to sell their business. It's not India that they will dictate the terms. That's clear message US is giving to India, that you come on equal level, equal footing, and you try to invest in US, we'll try to invest in India. I mean, that's the mutual relationship. Mutual relationship is beneficial to all the countries. So if India approaches any other nation, it must come with a mutual benefit approach, not just trying to be like, take over whatever, like loot or plunder the other nation and just leave nothing with them. And then say, oh, see, we told you before, we are not going to allow your products in India without levying huge taxes. So we'll see how it pans out. Anyways, folks, we'll shift to the topic in India, which is gaining momentum. Remember, we have been covering the topic of minor girl who was raped by a pervert of India, and High Court asked that pervert, can you compromise with the girl who was pregnant? That's how India pervert-friendly system runs. People, you must be awakened now. You must have awareness that the minor girl is punished for getting raped and impregnated by a pervert of India. So the first preference India gives is to perverts in India. Perverts are the most preferred people in India, most respected people in India. Mark my words. If you are a pervert, you are a pedophile, migrate to India immediately. You'll be giving the respect, you'll be giving the perfect opportunities to basically.
India leadership meeting all space scientists to see if India cannot crash land on moon again. India 1.5+ billion population needs talent from the US to safely land on moon. Since India knows its Metaphor morons rapists are complete disasters past 2 landing on moon, now they don't want Metaphor morons rapists of India in Chandrayan 3 events to meeting people face to face by India PM knocking doors of Elon and NASA for pleading India Chandrayan 3 technology transfer. Why has India been so arrogant? India's massive Metaphor morons rapists influences everywhere in India. https://www.msn.com, and news other, from Elon Musk to Neil deGrasse Tyson list of eminent personalities PM Modi will meet during his one-street state visit to us ARAA1CMGKO. Arrogant India knows its limitations of not all things work on copycats Metaphor morons rapists. Arrogant India seen ruining after all the US technocrats real technical talent not India's Metaphor morons rapists teamwork. sjsrana Surinderjit Singh Rana. According to latest reports, PM Modi will be meeting Tesla co-founder Elon Musk, astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson, Grammy Award-winning Indian-American singer Falguni Shah Paul Romer, Nicholas Nassim Taleb, Ray Dalio, Jeff Smith, Michael Froman Daniel Russell, Elbridge Colby, Dr. Peter Agray, Dr. Stephen Klasko and Chandrika Tandon. Remember when it comes to human rights violations and hijacking communications cell phones of innocents in India, India leadership goes silent and obscures facts and individuals by promoting Metaphor morons rapists of India yo Western nations. Arrogance of India is all-time high. Arrogant India has been using military-grade M weapons on innocent civilians in civilian zones using neighbourhood villas houses especially where human rights activists live. Western nations are all awareness of India using military-grade M weapons on innocent civilians openly at night hours. sjsrana Surinderjit Singh Rana. Why India is not taken to International Criminal Court for using military-grade M weapons on innocent civilians. https://www.msn.com, and us News World Biden is ready to fet India's leader looking past Modi's human rights record and ties to Russia ARAA1CM1GQ. Since Russia's Vladimir Putin ordered the invasion of Ukraine 16 months ago, India has boosted its economy by purchasing increasing quantities of cheap Russian oil. Human rights groups and political opponents have accused Modi of stifling dissent and introducing divisive policies that discriminate against Muslims and other minorities. And India's foreign minister, Subramanyam Jaishankar, has espoused a worldview in which there are no allies or friends, only frenemies. India's crackdown on Twitter and other free speech individuals is explained by Elon Musk after taking over Twitter. https://www.textbot.com/news/99058-jjack-dorsey-india-threatened-shut-down-twitter-raid.html. No one went to jail nor was Twitter shut down. Dorsey's Twitter regime had a problem accepting the sovereignty of Indian law. It behaved as if the laws of India did not apply to it. The BBC writes that during the farmers' protests against the agricultural reform laws, the Indian government asked Twitter to remove tweets it believed used an incendiary hashtag, and accounts it alleged were used by Pakistan-backed Sikh separatist groups. International think tank believes India government changes laws overnight over free speech and international human rights organizations. Anytime anyone challenging government India on policies that are anti-free speech they are profiled and targeted individuals. sjsrana Surinderjit Singh Rana. Under Elon Musk, Twitter has approved 83% of censorship requests by authoritarian governments. https://www.msn.com, and us News World. Under Elon Musk, Twitter has approved 83% of censorship requests by authoritarian governments ARAA1BCNZ6. In India no one know who is raping who in neighbourhood daily. All perverts enjoying females girls of India claims experts. Population explosion of India has a major role. sjsrana Surinderjit Singh Rana. Minor girl sexual gratification requirements by cop https://english.jgran.com/india/mad-pradesh-11-year-old-girl-rape-by-retired-police-officer-in-door-case-registered-under-pocho-act-100883617. Teacher of India denied bail by High Court on raping minor girl student repeatedly, including taking minor girl to hotel room for exclusive sexual gratification requirements. Daily needs of perverts hunting minor girls. The minor girl explained her capture by teaching pervert forcing coercive teaching sexual gratification requirements to minor girl being a teacher. In India no one know who is raping who in neighborhood daily. All perverts enjoying females girls in India claims experts. Population explosion of India has a major role. https://indian-express.com/article/cities/delhi/hc-denies-bail-to-school-teacher-accused-of-raping-his-student-8673769/. According to the prosecution, the man and the girl were acquainted as he was her school teacher and also used to give tuitions to her. The girl had alleged that the man had raped her about 4 times at his house and about 7 times at a hotel, and some of the incidents took place even when she was a minor. India courts never grants compensation of getting raped by India perverts pedophiles population. Normally minor girls raped must be granted 50 lakhs or 5 million rupees compensation each rape of minor girls. However, perverts friendly system of India is world popular, not hidden to anyone anymore. India leadership explains benefits of not granting minor girls compensation of getting raped in India. sjsrana Surinderjit Singh Rana. In India no one know who is raping who in neighborhood daily. All perverts enjoying females girls of India claims experts. Population explosion of India has a major role. High Court of India finds minor girl getting punished for getting rape in India by perverts population. No compensation for raping minor girls of India impregnating for population explosion 1.5+ billion is perverts friendly system of India world popular. sjsrana Surinderjit Singh Rana. The minor girls of India are always punished first by pedophiles perverts in neighborhood, then by India laws that favors pedophiles perverts mostly. https://m.times of India.com/city/ahmedabad/hc-turns-down-minor-rape-victims-plea-to-abort/article-show/1011120686.cms. Importance of minor girls getting impregnated and raped according to cultural values in India claims many experts in India. https://indian-express.com/article/cities/ahmedabad/rape-survivor-pregnancy-plea-gujarat-high-court-8673544/ Why India courts can't ask perverts pedophiles raping minor girls to pay fine of 5 million rupees as fines. When a mere traffic violation crossing red lights as fines under India constitution, why not fine perverts predators of India inserting body parts in minor girls for impregnating like long burden of keeping and upbringing baby born out of rape? International think tank claims perverts friendly system of India, all applause. https://indian-express.com/article/cities/ahmedabad/rape-survivor-pregnancy-plea-gujarat-high-court-8673544/. Justice Dave's order also directed the state government to pay the compensation to the rape victim girl as per the prevailing policies of the state government under the different provisions, if she is entitled, at the earliest. https://1worldpress.wordpress.com/2023/06/19/india-research-partnerships-reaches-50-billion-USD-the-sites-russia-into-human-trafficking-process-of-human-smuggling-in-Canada-explain-2/